Hi guys, how you doing? It's Tuesday night. Sessions have just finished and I just wanted to put a wee message out there to say well done. Just wanted to also thank again Ashley and Kerry for running the 10 o'clock class for us this morning. So I really appreciate that. Heard it went really smoothly, which I knew it would because the two of them are great. So thanks very much for that. Session today was really good, this morning and this evening. This evening I decided to experiment a little bit with the lat pull down machine. For those that are struggling a wee bit with chin-ups, and I think pretty much everyone I spoke to that gave it a go really noticed how good the benefits of it and how good it felt. So definitely going to get another lat pull down machine. I've decided, because although they're really expensive bits of kit, like it was clear very quickly that there's a lot of folk that were benefiting from it. It's something that I've thought about often in the past, but it was never an option obviously at the shed because they're huge and heavy bits of equipment. But I've decided that if there's one bit of equipment that a lot of folk would benefit from, it's the lat pull down machine, because of how difficult chin-ups are. And like I've said so many times, it's probably the only exercise where you can't just adjust the weight on a chin-up, whereas obviously every other exercise you can just adjust the weight and perform the movement, which you can't do with a chin-up. So that's just that was a wee revelation tonight. I had a feeling it was going to be like that, and it's proved the case. I would say it seemed very popular. So yeah, and lat pull downs incoming, I'll probably just put one or two of them out in the hallway there, which will be really another big investment, but I just think it's going to make such a difference to a lot of people. And that particular exercise, at the end of the day, the lats are the biggest upper body muscle, and the whole movement, the way the scapula work, and it works really well, and it's just a great access exercise to build that gap. I feel as though there's been something I'm missing a wee bit. I think as well, what I wanted to think about for the next 4 weeks of the training sessions is, so far at this block, we've been doing a lot of 12-minute sections. And that's partly because I've wanted to sort of experiment a little bit and do a few more athletic-based movements. So we've obviously been doing quite a lot of different exercises that we haven't done at any of the previous blocks. The other previous blocks have been very heavily focused on probably developing maximum strength, where although there's still a focus on strength, you're kind of dictated, which I've spoken about before, you're kind of dictated to how effective that can be by the rest periods in between your sets. And because of the nature of the session so far, which have been 12-minute sections, we've been kind of limited by our rest periods. So for the last 4 weeks, I'm probably going to alter some of the sessions to try and introduce a few more 16-minute and 24-minute sections. And it's just worthwhile remembering the benefit of that isn't actually so much to do lots and lots of extra. It's to give you more rest, to allow you to work at a higher intensity. We did one last week, but we'll do a few more of these 24-minute sections or 16-minute sections for the last month, I think. But at the same time, I don't want to deviate too far away. I think in my head at the start of the block, I also thought, well, do you know what, we've only got 10 weeks anyway. You can't make enormous strides in strength gains in that time anyway. I wanted to focus a bit more on other areas of athletic development, because it's not just always about maximum strength. So yeah, just in case you were wondering how the things are going, if you're someone who's maybe plateaued a little bit on some exercises, there are probably a few different reasons for that. One reason would be if you've made great progress in the last 6 months, you can't just continually get stronger. So that's one reason. And the second one is probably been a bit less emphasis on the maximum strength work at this block, like I've just said. One, from a exercise choice point of view, and two, from a time per set or per section point of view. It doesn't facilitate that sort of same level of maximum strength, particularly with exercises like chin-ups, for example. So anyway, yeah, that was just a wee rundown of my thoughts. Any questions about anything I've just mentioned, feel free to ask. But well done, and I'll see you guys soon.